Hi, my name's Laura Batante. This is My Two Bits, and today I have this fun little frog craft for you to make. Now this guy's fun because he's not only a great little craft, but he is also, if you want him to be, a treat holder. You can easily just place a little bag of treats right in there, attach it with a stapler or with a couple of little holes and some ribbon, and there you go. An adorable little treat box, but also a super fun craft just to make for fun. You do not have to Velcro the mouth. You could easily, if you're doing it as a craft, just glue it shut, or you could use some double-sided tape. Okay, so just before I jump into materials, I just want to take a quick second and thank you for joining me today and ask you to please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out. So let's talk materials. First off, you're going to want the template. It's right there in the video notes. And you are also going to want some cardstock. This is 8.5 by 11. It is a 65-pound weight, which is what I usually use. I have my glue stick, scissors. I am also a fan of the X-Acto knife and the ruler, and I will use that on my straight lines, but you don't have to. I have a pen that no longer works, and I use that to score lines. It just makes your line folding easier. So I do highly recommend scoring. You can use a thumbtack or the back of your X-Acto blade. And like I said, any pen that doesn't work, or you can use a bone folder, which is the actual proper tool. I have some paper clips, which I use to hold my template pieces in place. I am going to go with googly eyes today, 2 different sizes, because that's what I like. I also have some double-sided tape, which is another way you can apply the eyes, and also you could close his little mouth with that. I have another shade of green to add some fun little dots, speckles on him. And then I have my little hole punches. Now, you don't need hole punches. You can just cut them out. They do not have to be round. They can easily be fun, interesting shapes. Why not? Or you could draw them on too. So you can just adapt this craft however you like. There is no wrong way to do it. Okay, I think we are ready to jump in. Oh, it's like a frog joke. All right, so there is one small little issue when you are trying to create a craft that takes up the entire 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Getting it through the printer leaves you with some blank spaces. So I chose to move my template down just a hair so that you would have the nose. And I moved my leg up a bit so that you'd have the foot. So cut out all of your pieces, and then once you do, you're just going to pull the nose right up to the tippy top here, line up this one side, and then when you get here, just cut straight down right off. And the same with the leg. I've lined up my leg, and then I'm going to go right up to the top. Now, for the leg, we're talking about a 1/2 inch of a difference here in the leg length. That won't matter much, so if you don't want to do it on the leg, don't worry about it. And then everything else is just straightforward. So we'll just cut everything out and meet back. So now we have all of our pieces cut out. The next step is to fold on those score lines that I talked about. So we're just going to score up here at the mouth, and then here there's just the 3 lines. And then hopefully you notice these little cut lines here. Those are to attach. We're going to attach his legs right here. So we're actually going to trim the majority of this off after. So if your score lines are a little wonky, don't worry about it. We're cutting most of that away. So that's how he's going to sit. And so I think the next step to do would probably be the best thing to do would be to attach his eyes. And the most important thing when attaching the eye is that you don't lay it down and attach it like so. You need to attach it like this because we're only gluing on the front part. Alrighty, so a little glue, and then we're going to put the eyeballs on, and you can pick whatever size you like for that. Just center it a little bit, and then grab some eyes. And like I said, I like to use different sized eyes because I don't like stuff to be all matchy, but you can go ahead and do whatever you want. So basically they're going to sit like that, and can just put a little glue on And now we'll glue on some spots as well, or speckles, whatever you want to call them. I like to use 3. And like I said, you don't have to use a hole punch. You can go ahead and just sort of freeform these however you like. And then we're going to take, these are the little front legs, and we're just going to bend them right where it widens. There we go. So you can see how fast he's coming together. And now we're just going to do the back legs. And you'll notice that I did not use my template and cut out the pieces. You can, of course, that's what they're there for. But you also don't have to be quite so particular. You can just go in and chop some chunks off. And then we're going to bend that again right where the leg joins on. Then I'm going to come down and give myself about an inch flap for glue because I want the leg to stay on. Then I'm going to line those 2 edges up and fold, and that is basically how I have determined his leg length. Now I'm going to open him up and put some glue on here. And this goes right there. I hope you can see that. This part is what's going to glue on here, and then we're going to trim away the excess. So we'll just do the other leg, same way, and attach it. All right, so we have both legs on, and now we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the heel of this foot and attach it to that flap. And the same thing here. And then just with your scissors, you're going to go in and trim away. And if you didn't cut quite far enough down, that's okay. He's not dry yet, so he's moving around, but that's okay too, because it doesn't matter. You can just slide the leg back on top. We just don't really want to see the base once we have it finished. There we go. And I go in after and give it a little extra trim when it's dry and it's not floating around on me. That's all good. You don't have to attach his legs, but they will be really willy wonky all over the place if they aren't attached, which is kind of fun too, but so that's up to you. All right, so once we get it all finished to there, then we're just going to go on and put on our little Velcro dot if that's what we're using. Otherwise, feel free to just glue it. So in order to make sure they line up, you just put both sides together and then close them. And there you go. And then you just play around with them a little, get them exactly how you like them. And that's it, all done. Easy peasy. I hope you enjoyed this craft. Thanks for joining me today. If you did enjoy the craft, then please remember to give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much.